Are you ready to dive into the mesmerizing world of audio production, where every sound can be sculpted into pure magic? Today, we're exploring one of the most innovative and transformative techniques used by audio professionals to breathe life into their mixes. Dynamic Sidechain Compression. Imagine having the ability to make specific elements of a track dance in perfect harmony, allowing them to take center stage at just the right moment. Dynamic Sidechain Compression is your backstage pass to creating more engaging, clean, and dynamic mixes that keep listeners captivated from start to finish. First, let's talk about the foundational concept. What exactly is sidechain compression? In traditional compression, you apply it directly to an audio track to control its dynamics, making louder parts quieter or quieter parts louder. However, with sidechain compression, you're telling the compressor to listen to a different track or a specific frequency range within that track to determine how it should apply compression to the target track. This means, for instance, your bass can subtly duck under a kick drum, preventing clashing frequencies and allowing each element to shine. Now, let's delve into the first key point, the setup. Setting up dynamic sidechain compression isn't as elusive as it seems. Choose which elements you want to interact. For instance, a classic pairing is the kick drum and bass line. Load a compressor on the bass track, but set the sidechain to the kick drum. This allows the kick to momentarily reduce the level of the bass whenever it hits, creating a rhythmic pulsing that enhances the beat without muddying the mix. You'll want to adjust the threshold, ratio, attack, and release times to taste, ensuring the compression is tight and responsive without sounding overly squashed or unnatural. Our second key point is about creative applications beyond the rhythm section. Think of vocalist harmonies or synth pads in a dense mix. Dynamic sidechain compression can carve out space, letting one element shine when necessary without completely silencing the others. Try sidechaining a backing vocal to a lead vocal. This subtle ducking can help the lead vocal sit comfortably on top, maintaining clarity and presence. Another creative use is applying it to synths, where a lead sidechain input allows it to cut through more effectively. This technique creates a breathing effect, adding movement and life to what might otherwise be a static wall of sound. Finally, our third point explores the nuanced realm of frequency-dependent sidechain compression. This advanced variation allows you to target specific frequency bands rather than compressing the entire signal. You might have a scenario where the bass and kick are clashing, but only in the low sub-frequencies. By using a multiband compressor with a sidechain input, you can limit the compression solely to the problematic frequencies, preserving the character and energy of the higher frequency components. This technique is perfect for complex mixes, where maintaining the integrity of each sound source across the frequency spectrum is crucial. Dynamic sidechain compression is a game changer, offering flexibility and control that can elevate your mixes to new heights. Don't be afraid to experiment. Your creativity is your only limit. Imagine what your next track could sound like if you took the principles we discussed today and applied them in your unique project. How will you let your sounds dance around each other, creating space and energy that captivates your audience? Dive into your DAW and start experimenting with dynamic sidechain compression. Tune your ears, adjust those knobs, and unlock the musical magic that's waiting to be discovered. Keep creating, keep experimenting, and always let your sound lead the way.